What's up, guys? It's Brev. We're back with another video. We're going to play another entire ranked seasons game. In this one, the lineup is on screen. It's basically just a random assortment of guys. Just wanted to kind of mix it up with the lineup. On the bench, we got three pretty good utility guys in the middle here, and then one traditional pinch hitter from each side. And then on the bump, we're going to be pitching with Valenzuela, who is just one of my favorite pitcher cards to use all year. I adore that they gave us a new one, a 97. I obviously, after using the first one that came out this year, thought it was incredible. So I just really like pitching with them. So that's who we're going to be using on the bump. I don't really have like an agenda for this video. Basically what I wanted to do was just mix it up with the lineups and use Valenzuela again. If you guys missed it from way earlier in the year, I actually dedicated an entire video to how to pitch with Fernando Valenzuela, and the 97 has the exact same pitches and everything, so you can really pitch the exact same way almost. The only difference is you can't really throw high fastballs as low as I was throwing them in that video with the PCI update, but other than that, it's basically the same. You'll see as we pitch in this one as well, but excited to mix it up with the lineup a little bit as well. We should have an opportunity to maybe use our bench in cute ways later on if the game is close, so that'll be fun. And I know, back-to-back days with uploads, I know you guys are going nuts. So, hope you guys enjoy it. This guy's got Mookie, Kike, Mays, and Chipper. So, the lefty starter is going to struggle, I think. Valenzuela is going to have to really come to play. And, of course, we're hitting against super fractured Jacob deGrom, which is okay. I have so many reps against deGrom at this point, I actually find him decently comfortable. I mean, Legend is a different story because Legend is just hard. So we'll see if this is on Legend. I am at 850, so it's possible. But Hall of Fame Jacob deGrom I'm super comfortable with. I actually have like more reps against deGrom than most people, I would say, too, because deGrom was actually super meta at the end of last year as well with his finest card. One of the best pitchers in the game for sure. So anyway, enough bragging. Based on my PCI, this looks like Hall of Fame because Rollins already has poor contact versus right, and my PCI is not that tiny, so that's a good sign. We've hit against deGrom in a bunch of these videos, I feel, so hopefully it's not too repetitive. Hopefully the new lineup, the variety of cards helps hold it over. This guy's also got the Cleveland Guardians logo, which is pretty dope. They will be changing their name starting next year, which is cool. 2-0 to Jimmy Rollins. I will take that. I'm never swinging at this pitch. If he wants to go 3-0 to my leadoff hitter with great speed, that's awesome, and he does. So now I'll probably take till 3-2 because a leadoff walk with Jimmy is very good, obviously, against deGrom as well. Helps us get some pressure early, and we'll see what he throws here. So force him into changeup. This is a pretty typical slider spot now, so we kind of have to have our bat speed in the middle, which is kind of awkward. He did go four seam. That's the first info we've given him. We were just a little bit late on it, so he could double up or counter with the slider here. He went curve, which is super unusual, but was a good pitch. We just missed it. Good on him, man, battling back from 3-0. Don't really think I could have played that at bat any different. Like I said, a leadoff walk for free would have been great for pressure, so I'm cool taking 3-0 and 3-1 there. And we put a decent swing on it, 3-2. So we turn it over to Kelnick now. And we'll see what he comes after us with. Change up just below the zone. He is respecting me a lot with his pitching so far. You can see he's definitely, working his way around the corners a lot. And he's mixing up his pitch speeds well. Also, bit of a rocking chair approach from him so far. Change up, four seam change up. I'm not swinging at stuff off the plate inside. This is my typical approach with deGrom. If they want to paint me with a four seam, then go for it. So that take I just had looks insane, but it's all in the approach. I already established it beforehand. So people get really discouraged when you take that pitch early too, because they think that it won't work, when actually it could work if they just work the fastball more. Anyway, there he is. So that's the pitch you got to throw to make me then chase the slider. So good on him. We were ready for it, though. Again, I will not chase inside here. If he wants to double up and paint me, then tip your cap. Good check there, man. Like I said, these look like insane takes, but this is, you know, the stuff I already thought of before I even got in the game. Good dot from him, 3-2. We're battling here with Jared, already going to be the 16th pitch of the inning. Only the second batter. See if he goes back to that curve, because it worked. Nice slider, man. A little bit of a backdoor. We put a great swing on it. That's a great mechanical swing on a really, really good pitch. And we get a double out of it, so he's got to tip his cap to me there, because he didn't do anything wrong. So these are kind of how these games go sometimes. This is our first guy in the right-handed batter's box, so we don't have any information on his sequencing or anything. We'll see how he approaches things. Slider into curveball is definitely weird, and I have to imagine on 2-0 he's going to just go with the four-seamer here. So with the runner in scoring position, I'm actually just going to let it rip. And we pull it foul. Unfortunate, we were very early on it, way too prepared. And now we kind of back him off of the fastball there, 3-1. I'm letting it rip again. If he throws off speed, whatever. Sitting fastball here. And he did throw a curve right down the middle, so good on him mixing it up, I guess. Maybe that 3-1 approach was a little too simple. But now he's gotten 2 outs on curveballs, so that's something we're going to have to keep in mind moving forward, because he might start relying on that pitch when he doesn't know what else to throw. Because he's 2 for 2 on it, getting me out. Four-seam changeup, four-seam. Again, not going to chase any sliders. And he did try to paint me there, so good adjustment on him. Kind of have to protect a little bit more now in that tunnel. Good mix-up on him. That actually was in the zone, so good fight off by us. Really trying not to chase here, man. It's the key versus Jacob, I feel. And a pretty good swing, but it goes straight up in the air. And even though we work 27 pitches, we don't score. And Valenzuela's going to take on a tough lineup. I don't really think that I did anything bad that inning. Maybe the 3-1 swing with Sheffield was the only mistake. But, you know, if he threw me the fastball that I was sitting on, it might not have been a mistake. So what can you do? Like I said, I'm not going to spend a ton of time talking about, like, how to pitch with this Valenzuela card. You can kind of just see what I do. And if you really want to know, like, the ins and outs of it, it hasn't changed. Not even remotely. Aside from just his four-seam fastball locations from the video I made earlier in the year. So that'll be in the description if you want to see it. And we're just going to go to town. I'm going to try to have some fun on the bump. I get into this point of the year. I don't know what I'm trying to say. At this point in the year, every year, I get into this phase where I just want to use like every single starting pitcher that exists. Like, I'll start a guy and then forget about him for like 20 starts because I want to use so many different pitchers at once. Because we get the strikeout there. I don't know. The pitcher variety is what really gets me going. The hitter variety is cool, but at the end of the day, like, you're still taking the swing every time. But the way you can mix it up with pitchers on this game is really fun. Especially this year where you have a lot more control over where stuff goes with pinpoint and everything. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I like Valenzuela and others as well. Kike absolutely owns me since he came out, too. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes this 0-2 screwball, like, over the right field fence. This card is my dad. All right, we got him there. Nice. And we face our first lefty here. I really like this guy's lineup. I don't see Bellinger too often, so I respect using the belly. Unfortunately, the contact's a little low on that card. Otherwise, he would be a goon. Probably still is a goon, to be honest. And we're cruising with Fernando so far. Hopefully he chases this. And he does. Beautiful inning. Adley with the diamond shield gets the block and the throw down to first. And let's get back to work on the plate. At the plate. Not going to do anything with that pitch. Good spot. Haven't had many at-bats with righties this game either. I think Sheffield's been the only one so far, so just taking it slow, trying to figure out what he's trying to do. The up and in changeup. He should have saved that for a 2-strike situation or something. That was nasty. And then he's got me thinking about the 4-seam. Good sequence from him, man. I kind of phoned it in there 1-2. And we've made several outs kind of sitting fastball this game, so I might have to tone it back. That overall was just not a good at-bat from us, though. Nothing more to say there. 2-0 to Willie Stargell. He's scared of Stargell, dude. He's like, there's no way this guy isn't just amazing with this card. Whenever I see somebody using like the most obscure card of all time, like I think I played someone the other day that was still using like All-Star Game Ozzy Albies. Whenever I see that, I'm like, I am in so much trouble. Like, if this guy's still using that card, he probably destroys people with that card. So, maybe he's in the same boat there. We somehow worked the walk with Willie Stargell, and then immediately rip a fastball with Adley. He accidentally dove with his outfielder, trying to dive with his first baseman. That is unfortunate. And what could have been a line-out double play turns into a second and third with one out here, and we have to be super aggressive here with Garrett. Anything in the zone, we are trying to put in play with the pitcher on deck. Early there, it is going to get out of play. We have to put this ball in play. Like I said, with the pitcher on deck, 2 more correct plays for my opponent here, I feel, other than just pitching to me right now, would be to either put the infield in or walk me to get to my pitcher. We crush a couple balls foul. Now we got 2 strikes on us, and we just cannot strike out. It's maybe even worth contact swinging here. And we blew it. Dang it. The brain knows, but the hands couldn't execute, man. That sucks, dude. That's a big deal. Especially when he's making what I consider to be mistakes by not bringing the infield in or walking me there. We did not punish. Maybe Fernando can get something going. And he's just going to hit a lazy grounder to first. Huge missed opportunity there, man. I mean, we did hit 2 home runs foul before we struck out. But no excuses, man. That's tough. So that's situational baseball where we knew exactly what we needed to do and we just didn't execute. I'm sure that happens to you guys all the time as well. Just shake it off, man. The fact that you know what you need to be doing is even a step ahead of a lot of people. So don't lose confidence, bro. There will be more opportunities still to come. Probably shouldn't be pitching Willie Mays outside that much. We may adjust to that later, but he was still late on it, so we will take it. This guy's having a lot of troubles with Fernando, I can already tell. And we jam up David Ortiz for an easy out there. And Valenzuela is just doing Valenzuela things. The one upside to how last inning played out is we get to turn the lineup over here, lead it off with Jimmy Rollins again, which will be nice. That caught way too much of the plate. A little bit scary. How did that end up so middle? Maybe I had bad input I didn't really see.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here.
That was a take from a guy who has not taken very much, so I'm just going to try to paint him again. Yeah, he seems to have... That take was super weird because, like I said, he hasn't taken much, so it seems as if he either didn't see it well or changed his approach that at bat. So I wanted to just like try to front door him just to see if he'd take it. Kind of just a small pickup on intel there. 46 pitches for DeGrom through 2 and nothing to show for it so far. Two curveballs in a row as well. This guy's made notable adjustments on both sides of the ball here. Gotta give him credit. We're lucky to foul that off. Great spot. Maybe he comes to the 4-seam now. He did. It's right off the corner. We can't do much with it, but we still fight. And now I got to remind myself not to chase inside here. Ooh. Huge take. Again, it's the approach, man. They look insane, but this is just what I'm telling myself ahead of time. That slider caught a lot of the plate. Once again, we're just underneath a breaking ball with Jimmy, which sucks. I really like Jimmy. He has great stats for me on my main account. Just didn't execute mechanically twice this game now.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
And I missed it again. So we are randomly not doing so hot at the plate. I feel like we're playing well. But we need to start getting some pressure here so he doesn't feel like, you know, he's kind of reeling the game back in. Because we've had a decent amount of offensive pressure so far. And this inning has kind of been a dud. So hopefully we can flip the script on that. Cannot keep these inside fastballs to righties fair. It's a little bit frustrating. I'm all over those pitches. Up and in, changeup again. Man, I don't even know if I can track that pitch because it's so weird. Definitely one of his favorites, though. We're super lucky to foul that. I don't know what that swing was. And he goes fastball right on the black. Couldn't get our PCI down on it, and we're scoreless through 3. And Fernando's going to have to carry us. Fernando, I swear, has like the real-life DeGrom effect for me on this game. That probably should have been gone. He must have been underneath it. But he never gets run support when I pitch with him, I feel. Like, some of my worst offensive games are when I have Fernando on the bump. Poor guy. That was maybe a super greedy pitch to throw to Chipper. I should maybe have waited on that one. Got lucky that he flew out.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score.
It's my first four-seam of the game. Hopefully he doesn't just crush it. Nice. We get a take, which is basically what you always want when you throw a four-seamer with this card, is you're trying to get him to take it because it's not something they're looking for. And we'll try to tunnel with the screwball here. This pitch is a lot less effective since the update, like I said, but we still get him there. Still have to try to throw it sometimes because otherwise that tunnel's always going to be assumed to be a screwball, which is not going to bode well for you as the innings move forward. Hopefully we get Jacob real quick here, get out of this one, go back to hitting. I'm like anxious to get back up at the plate so I can figure it out. I like want to hit again so I can stop sucking at it. Fernando, 3 perfect innings. Love to see it. Now let's stop being bad on offense. Nice little take there. I'm still haven't really found a good spot to like be aggressive early in the counts. I did swing first pitch with Kelnick last inning, but it wasn't necessarily like a good time to do it. All right. Four-seam changeup, four-seam again. Not chasing inside. If he wants to dot me there, tip your cap. Makes takes like those very easy. See what he comes with 2-2 here. And he did try the four-seam. We reacted to it, so we're late side of good. And Vlad Sr. runs it down. That's unfortunate. Our PCI was a little bit off of it, and we were late side of good. So we don't get rewarded on that swing very often, especially with a guy with mid-80s power. If we'd been a bit earlier, might have been a home run, but it is what it is. And he is noticeably more confident on the mound now. Dotting a lot better as well. I wonder if he goes up and in changeup again here. Nah, he just went fastball out. So that was a lucky hit. A lot of my hits on these fastballs lately have been reactionary when I put them in play, so that's a product of me trying to slow my bat down from earlier. We had a couple bad swings sitting fastball, so now we're just kind of sitting off speed just a little bit and reacting. This is the first time I've had somebody on base.
lifted
He
down
really
the
just
line
sidestepped 3 fastballs in a row, dude. And it worked.
Bellinger is there.
Usually when people do that, they have a little bit more respect about it, like they mix in a changeup or something. That was craziness. There you go. Man, I just gave him like a free out because I was so lost what he was doing. This is a gimmick though. This isn't gonna work. I kind of just want to go deep with Adley here just to get him to stop this nonsense. Aye, dude. That'll work. Perfect in the gap. If it ground rules, I'm sad. Oh, that's so rough. All right, same situation with Hampson here. He should walk me 100%. I think he just realized. Dang it, dude. Why did that ground rule? Dang it, man. Come on, Fernando. This would be the, like, greatest grand slam I've ever hit in my entire MLB The Show career if I put it in the seats somehow. 2-1. I'm sitting fastball, but I need a little bit more plate than that. I got the same amount of plate and still swung. Oof. That Adley at bat, man. Super good. Great swing. We move forward, man. 4 hits, no runs, and a walk, I think, through 4 for us. These things happen, though, dude. Not every game is going to be a breeze, man. So when stuff like that happens, you just got to stay level-headed and remind yourself what you're trying to do. If he scores, if he gets like a significant rally going this inning, though, it's going to be, the game is going to start to be very hard. So this is definitely, how did he not go there? This is definitely like a break point in the game where we need a shutdown inning here. You could also, especially considering my bullpen's completely rested, you could make the argument that I should have pinch hit there. If Fernando had been having a little bit worse of an outing, that might have been worth. But I feel pretty good about how we've hit, and there's just no way I was taking out Fernando with how well he's pitched, so what can you do? But it's worth mentioning it's not the worst play in the world. It's actually decent to pinch hit. And we are just screwing this guy with the screwball. Sorry, I couldn't think of a more clever joke than that. And 14 straight, is that right? No, 11 straight. 11 straight for Fernando here. And we have done pretty well offensively, so this is a game that's 0-0, but like I said, we've done well. No reason to hit the panic button yet. This is maybe dumb because his bat's so slow. He was early there. I don't know why that caught so much of the plate too, but I'll take the ground out there. He hit that really well. All right, turn the lineup back over. 78 pitches for DeGrom through 4. Not that it means anything stamina-wise, but still a good indication of our approach. He's gone fastball pretty much every time here, so we'll look for it in the zone. Missed. Missed it with my PCI. J-Roll's got 3 good timing swings with bad PCIs. Feel bad. Feels bad. We did pick up on the sequencing there, though, and that one caught a little bit too much middle, so it was a good swing, all things considered. We just didn't execute. Does he go 4-seam again? He's very often got an off-speed into 4-seam second pitch. He did not. So good mix-up. Maybe he noticed we picked up on it. 2-0 to Kelnick. I'm inclined to take here. We'll see what he throws. Yeah, we'll take a 4-seam. Kind of just looking for like floating off speed there, so the fastball's an easy take. 3-1 to Kelnick. Same approach here. Looking for a hang-in like slider or changeup. Otherwise, probably taken again. Yeah, he threw it right down the middle of the 4-seam. Okay. Cannot swing at a ball here. It's definitely possible he throws one. He did, and he threw a changeup right on the corner, which we are late side of good on again. That's not going to leave. And unfortunate BABIP there. Needed to be just a little bit earlier on the swing timing. And again, the offense is sputtering here, man. Not really what I wanted to see, especially when I was talking up how I feel comfortable against DeGrom. But I do, man. Even still right now, I feel very comfortable. Just haven't executed. And then I overcompensate there because I keep pulling those foul. And we don't score through 5, which is scary, especially as the road team. So, starting to feel the pressure a little bit now. Same deal as last inning. Like, if we give up runs here, it's so bad. So, Fernando, I need you to deal, buddy.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
That was actually a really weird check swing. Almost like he was sitting fastball for some reason.
You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
All right, well, we'll try this tunnel, force him again, see if he chases. Hopefully he doesn't hit it out.
And it's fouled away.
Good foul off. And now we'll try to catch him looking. He might be telling himself not to chase now after that one because it was pretty bad. And we do catch him looking. Beautiful sequencing, man. The big dice session from Valenzuela so far. His screwball is just on another planet, man. I don't know why every single screwball pitcher in the history of MLB The Show sucks. And then Fernando's is, like, insane. We lose the perfect game there. Doesn't mean anything. It's fine. People always quit before they get perfect gamed anyway, so nothing to stress about. Maybe should be mixing it up, though. Not as many first pitch screws. The problem is he just hasn't figured out how to hit it yet.
And he falls behind 0-2. Ortiz, the runner at first with one gun.
I'll bury another one. I don't want to make things too easy.
And a changeup here, but
Good
that's
take.
low in the dirt for a ball.
0-2 in the dirt.
We'll go back to our trusty spot here, I suppose. And we catch him late. Nice. All right, Chipper is very scary. Chipper's like maybe the scariest at bat of the game so far. This is a bad spot to see Chipper against the lefty. Good pitch around him by throwing a bunch of balls. He's kind of doing me favors here.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what
It's the
makes
same
him so
sequence as
successful
last at
is
bat,
that he's
so it's probably not going to work.
getting ahead, forcing action.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
I am scared right now. This at bat is terrifying. All right, we got the strikeout. I like, obviously that screwball has been like basically unhittable against this guy, but I'm so worried he's just randomly gonna figure it out with the timing of that pitch. Bogs up the middle for a bleeder. Oh, Willie Mays misses it. That is massive. We're gonna try to go to third here. We're already playing with house money. And that was Greed Monster. It's okay, I kind of feel bad. Like, obviously that's a bad play for me to push it there, but Willie Mays needs to make that play. I mean, come on. Whatever, it was bad. It was a bad scent. Nothing else to it. But yeah, I would have a lot less anxiety on the mound if I had runs, obviously, which is, I'm sure, a relatable quote. Okay, 2-2 here. Gotta lay off the sliders outside. We've done bad on them so far this game. Wasn't ready for that. Good fight there. Cannot chase a slider. I will not do it. I refuse. I'll chase a curveball though. And hit maybe a double. I'm gonna go back to first. I can't make 2 base running errors in the same inning. I think we were out. That's Vlad Sr. in right, and Franco Park has a really short right field, so I didn't want to goof twice there. Good AB from Kemp, though. And here he is back to the slide stepping. Last time to Stargell, they were all fastballs, so I guess I sit on it. He's mixing it up now. Nice. And we're just off of it again, man. Dang it. Ugh. We would have probably a run if we didn't push it with Boggs there. DeGrom up to 100 pitches now. Adley's got 2 doubles in the 7-hole. He's checking my bullpen probably. He could walk me to my pitcher here if he was that scared.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled away.
Just missing. Just missing with the PCI, man. I'm never stealing here. But some people do steal with 2 strikes, 2 outs. So, decent pickoff. Oh, keep it fair. These inside fastballs, dude, I just can't put them in play. So frustrating. Good take there. Adley might be the MVP if this goes over the wall, man. It's up the middle. He's 3 for 3. Oh, do I pinch hit? He's going to walk me again, man. I can't pause and warm up because it'll tip my hand that I want to pinch hit. Or that I'm thinking about it. But he's going to walk me again. Maybe not. If he is going to walk me, he should have done it before the pitching change. So maybe he doesn't walk me. This would be so massive if he lets me hit. Oh my god. This is a blessing. Don't throw too many balls so you think you just walk me after the fact. Alright, cool. Come on, Garrett. I cannot believe he's pitching to me. Oh, that was nasty. That was such a good pitch, though. We had to try to make something happen there, dude. Whew. Dang. Missed opportunities this game. That is the name of the game for sure. 7 hits, no runs. How many of these videos have I not scored through 6? It's pretty crazy, actually. This doesn't happen very often. We'll see how Fernando does too this inning, but all things considered, since he's just leading off next inning, we'll probably keep him in, since he's not like in a high leverage spot when he gets up to the plate. 21K per 9. This is my first start with Fernando on this account, so I've had 21K per 9 this game, if anyone was wondering. Tank Faramis off the bench here, man. These at-bats just keep getting scarier, dude. I hate being on the road in games like this. Every time you don't score in the top half, it's just like anxiety in the bottom half. Ooh, almost. He's going to be thinking about it now. We might get him to chase. Could go fastball high here, too. Nice. Good block again from Adley. We are navigating here, man. The tale of 2 pitching performances, I feel, with the same results. I feel like he's just grinded with DeGrom all game, and we've just cruised. And yet still here we are tied. That's why it's so scary, man. Nothing we've done the first six innings is going to matter in the final 3. Alright, this needs to be high enough where I don't give up a bomb, so right about here. If he doesn't chase it, it's okay. That's fine. That's about as high as you have to throw it these days, which is sad. 2 good takes from him. I'm just going to go back to the screwball, man. It's worked all game. And he's late again. Whew. All right. Dang, man, this is like The most randomly intense game. I'm like still trying to push World Series on this account too. I haven't made it yet. Like I said, we're at like 850. And there's only like 3 days left in the season, so these games are a bit clinchy. Man, that cutter he threw with Matzik to Hampson was in the perfect spot. I'm sad about it. All right, we see Raleigh here. I feel pretty comfortable against Raleigh as well, although for some reason this year his forkball seems 10 miles an hour slower than it ever has before. So I just have to tell myself to slow the bat down a bit when I see it. That being said, I'm probably going to strike out on it now because I just said that. Oh, we sat back long enough. Nice. It's a Fernando at bat. What can you do? All right, 2-out inning. Basically, Rollins has had 3 good timing swings. Can't we figure it out here, man? My approach against Raleigh is usually just to sit sinker early in the count. See if they leave it over the middle, and then sick forkball later in the count. That's typically how people will pitch you. Definitely his most popular strikeout pitch is the forkball, so that's something you got to be aware of, especially when you get into 2 strike counts. Like that. That's an easy take because I can see it the whole way because I know that's the most popular pitch. Jimmy, opposite field, out to left, and we take the lead finally, man. Jimmy Rollins with a beautiful cut. And now maybe we'll get some momentum here. Let's see if he rage throws me another sinker. He did not. Good on him. I've talked about it in many videos before, but very often when people give up like momentum changing home runs, they kind of just autopilot a primary pitch to the next batter. First pitch, so always keep that in the back of your mind if you want to like try to get some momentum and go back to back. He tried the up and in forkball there, which he had shown with the up and in changeups to or with DeGrom. So we were able to react a little bit, and he literally quit. Dude. He quit at 874. Dude, you better have made World Series already. I am at a loss, man. Well, this is the greatest start of all time. I could clickbait this video. You won't believe this shocking ending. I won't do that. I won't do that. It just makes me, I don't know. I am going to post it, but it makes me feel bad. Like, man, that's anticlimactic, and I hope you guys learn something still. Maybe you guys can take away from the fact that we kind of played like a ding-dong, but also still played decently well in the beginning. And also, like, we had a good approach. We hit well, all things considered, but just couldn't scrape across a run, but stayed level-headed the whole time, and Fernando absolutely diced. So I'm going to post it. If you guys didn't like it, I understand. But you know, we're trying to turn it around with the content frequency, and I guess it's better than me not posting again. So let me know what you thought in the comments, good or bad. I actually would like to hear it because these games do happen sometimes. Drop a like on the video if you liked it, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, friends, take care. We'll see you in the next one.